you doing? Good to see you guys.
Good to see you again. So where are we traveling by glass today?
Greece. I believe we're going to 2 areas of Greece. One is and it'll be interesting.
So what is our first wine, Lou, you got there?
It's the Monigraph by Gaia.
Gaia Monigraph.
And what kind of wine is this, Dean?
The grape is a Syrah, which is an indigenous grape to the island of Santorini. It's a Blanc, a white grape, noted for texture, acidity, and minerality. So I was reading some description, I think on Winery, about this grape. Some of the flavors that she notes were like lime, passion fruit, beeswax, lint, and salinity, or saline. It's interesting how this is going to be. I'm curious.
Yes. What are you guys smelling?
So, being on an island, I'm not surprised that I'm smelling minerals.
Yeah.
I'm getting some lemon though, some citrus on the nose.
It's a lighter, paler. So this is definitely unoaked, right? I think
it is unoaked.
Right. So you're not going to get that gold.
It tastes and it reminds me of like a Pinot Gris.
Some of the pairings that were mentioned that are recommended for this particular grape are shellfish and like a Greek tomato feta salad. So we did make a Greek salad with some lettuce, like romaine, feta, red onion, tomato olive,
Right here.
cucumber, grape tomatoes, and a homemade Greek dressing.
Once again, we took the easy way out. We got the pre-made Greek vinaigrette, or I had the pleasure of visiting Greece. Another thing they had, but if you didn't want to do the Greek vinaigrette, is just a olive oil and red wine vinaigrette with some like salt and pepper.
I like the feta cheese with this wine.
Yeah. Oh, because it's that salty, the saline. Yeah, this interesting. I did not care for it just on its own, but having some Greek salad with, vinaigrette dressing and feta, that made a difference. It, really, didn't it make a difference for you?
Opens it up.
I know we keep talking about that ththese wines are, a lot of wines, especially European wines, are meant to be.
Eating food.
Yeah.
Must be an American thing that we just drink wine all by itself.
We call that book club. Right.
The Bible Club.
Lewis, you club Bible club. Back in the day, my mom had a sewing club, and she said they really didn't do much sewing. It was like they just got together and chit-chatted and probably had some wine.
The salad brings out the saline in the wine. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, but I never thought of wine as being salty.
I don't think most white wines would go well with a salty salad.
Yeah.
But this one does.
Another pairing we have is a traditional Greek Spina Copido. Kilo dough filled with a mixture of spinach and feta cheese. And you guys got that too, right?
We sure do.
So Chris, I know you're not a big white wine guy. What do you think of this one?
It's neat to try something different. Again, Greece. I don't have a lot of wines from Greece, and I've never had this grape before, so I like trying it. I think I like it a little more than the Pinot Gris.
Now, Dee, you had set up a board, and you had our normal crostini. It was a crostini recipe. I decided to try it. So it's goat cheese, and the goat cheese I found was a honey. I thought that would work well.
Yeah.
And it has balsamic vinaigrette, red onion, garlic, olive oil.
Is it spinach or no?
And prosciutto and spinach.
How's that taste?
There's a lot going on.
A lot going on. Yeah, so I took your advice. I did a crostini with, so it's with the lemon ricotta and the red peppercorns, but I brushed it with the Greek dressing to make the crostini. So it's got a little more lemony, a little more garlicky actually too from the dressing. Just make it a little different. It's good. It's good. What do you think about that lemony
Crostini?
Yeah.
I like it.
it kind of makes this taste more like a Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Because there's so much going on with this ricotta cheese.
And it's got so much lemon, like that stop. Because when, like, man, I just can't get over that first taste of this wine. I was like, woo! I mean, you saw me.
I mean, it was salty and frothy.
And sour. Like, it's like, just, like, I like bite into a lemon. Which I like lemons.
For the wine, that's what you got?
Your wine.
Yeah, what's that?
You got that from the wine?
Yeah, like, it was super sour.
I just got my first sip. I noticed I felt like it was extremely light, and I had to take another sip just to taste what was within it. And then I got the citrus.
I would say this is more of a delicate wine though, so it doesn't stand up to some of the stronger, creamier cheeses, or even the, how do you say the cucumber sauce?
Tzatziki?
It doesn't stand up to that as well as, you know, maybe something a little more body would. So you just have to be careful. Again, I think that's why they come back to the seafood pairing, and I think it would be really great with seafood, light butter sauce or.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Gaia website, and got their food pairing suggestion, kind of like you said. It's white or red meat, seafood, pasta, dessert, fruits, sweet bites, and chocolate.
Chocolate.
A white
I
with
happen
chocolate.
to have dark chocolate covered pretzels. This is the only way I got to try. I'm going to have to try it because this is one of the few white wines I've seen where they suggest you have chocolate. With the dark chocolate covered pretzels, it almost took the chocolate and made it creamier. But that's the only thing. I can't really taste the wine with it.
I don't particularly like sweet with this wine. I liked it better with the lemon. I mean, there's that ricotta. It's not too overly acidic.
Yeah, the sweet doesn't work.
Let me try. We also have baklava. Oops.
For the baklava, I think I'd get a little more honey in the back, a little more sooner, but it washes out all the other flavors in the front. I guess it depends what your tastes are.
So a little bit about Gaia Wines. So it was founded in 1994 only by a partnership, two gentlemen. They have two wineries, one in the Peloponnese and Santorini.
It seems like the wine regions in Greece are very fragmented as far as their wine control association. It seems like each region has their own.
What do you guess about the alcohol content of this, Chris? Or did you take?
I didn't look at it.
It's kind of hard to tell because the alcohol is not very forward.
Yeah.
You
No.
can't taste it.
So no legs. I was gonna say 13.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even. I might even go a little like 12.7.
Yeah, it was like 12.5.
Was it?
But how old is the wine industry in Greece?
I mean, it's been around since the ancient Greeks, but traditionally, I was researching that up until just in this last century, the majority of the population lived in small towns and villages, and so they made their own wine. And so folks were kind of leery about, like, you know, bottled wines per se even. It's only been like since the 1960s and more like modernization that's some of these.
Or was it 1970?
Maybe 1968.
Okay, somewhere in between.
So, yeah. What did you learn in your studies, research?
Well, I started looking at all the grapes that are kind of indigenous to Greece. Can't pronounce any of them.
Not even with your Polish-Hungarian background?
Not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try.
I like it. My wine book. It showed you from the Wine Folly. It showed you how to pronounce the name of this grape.
And it's interesting how their grapes, which, you know, grew it's right next, it's close to Italy, it's close to France, but, you know, they still are true to their own varieties, but their varieties have never quite taken off. It's interesting. So tonight, the red that we'll be having, I'm excited, is Alexakis. The Alexakis, it's a blend between Syrah and Kotsifali. So I've never heard of Kazafale before. Hopefully I'm saying it correctly, but I'm excited. Another wine that I've never had before. 60% Kazafale, 40% Syrah from Crete.
Their website says this is going to be a complex bouquet reminiscent of forest fruits and hints of green pepper.
So the green pepper, that sounds like a Cab Frankish, right? With the pepper. We'll see.
Wow.
Taste it?
Yeah, I just took a taste and
I'm not crazy about it?
kind of like punches you in the mouth, Chris.
Did you want to decant? Should we decant this?
I heard. I did do a little research because I wasn't sure what this grape was, and I started with the red because I am a little biased, as Chris is. But for this, it is kind of like you said, a punch in the mouth is what they were talking about with this. It's a very intense grape.
So the first taste that I got was Lambrusco, like a Concord, right in the beginning, right in the front, and then it changed.
Where's this one from?
From the Isle of Crete. It's a family-owned winery, Alexakis, founded I think in the 1970s, family-owned, and it's the largest winery in the Isle of Crete, which Crete is the largest, most populous isle of the Greek Isles. Now, after the
Most populous.
after the Greek mainland. It's also the 5th largest island in the Mediterranean. It's on the southern border of the Aegean Sea in the Mediterranean, about 160 kilometers south of the Greek mainland. I didn't get a chance to look up Kotsifali and any of those characters. I mean, we know Syrah. We've done Syrah. I like Syrah.
Mm-hmm.
This is more Kotsifali. So, did you guys get anything on Kotsifali grape?
I did. I looked it up before I forget. I did notice that the Syrah was also from Greece. They didn't import it. It was grown there as well. Let's see. It is the Kotsifali. It's defines the style of dry reds coming out of the most significant wine producing regions of the Aegean Sea, like you mentioned. It's a red grape. It produces a wine that can be described as typically Mediterranean, low in color, intense in aromas, and relatively high in alcohol, soft in tannins, and acidity.
Nope, very smooth.
It's aromatic expressions full of sweet flowers, dried black fruit, and complex spices.
I'm not really getting any fruit at all. It's kind of amazing.
I got a little red fruit, I thought.
So I had the crostini, and then I smelled cigarette and cigarette smoke. Tasted cigarette, smelled cigarette smoke.
Let me try that one.
I don't like that one, so I'm gonna stay away from the crostini from now on.
So we paired our main course for tonight was we made gyros with half lamb, half beef, some tzatziki, your basic gyro.
Yeah.
Which goes well. It's good with the red.
I did not get any of the cigarette essence that Chris discussed. I thought it brought more of a boldness out in the wine, as did the gyro.
I liked it with the gyro.
This was rated by Wine.com or Wine.com.
Wine enthusiast. Isn't
Wine
it?
enthusiast.
That's 92.
92 points. So this is a good pick, but we got it from Wine.com.
Right. I thought the website for this wine was very informative, like super informative. On the website, it goes through and by step how they actually develop their vineyard.
It's good. It's good.
A very different red that we're accustomed to, Chris.
Yeah, not the
Absolutely.
fruity, punchy. It's a different kind of punch.
The foods are light. They're summery foods because it's always warm there. So we did a little thing of hummus and a couple different tzatziki sauces with vegetables.
I've been munching on a little fruit here. We got some raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, and I've had these with both wines. And the fruit's okay, but as we talked earlier, these are not fruit forward wines. So it's not. I guess it's not that surprising that the fruit doesn't go along with
Compliment it.
it. Yeah.
It is good with the tzatziki. We have a couple of different kinds, but with the vegetables and the tzatziki, I enjoy it. It's more of a savory wine, I guess. I had it with one of the Spina Copido. I think this is my favorite thing with the red wine. I thought it was a really good pairing with it for me.
Really good.
Well, guys, it's been fun with traveling by the glass through Greece.
Absolutely. I do it again.
Definitely.
So what do we say? Opa?
Opa!
Opa.
Ching, ching.
Ching, ching.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Till next time.
Woo!
Isn't Opa Jewish?
Greek.
No?
That's great.
No.